Hello again, Struck. Welcome back to another stream of mine with me, Struck. And today we will be continuing my Bane Dusk Mage single player offline playthrough. Well, not playthrough, I'm actually at the end, I'm at the final few levels. I need 2 more levels, so we will be kind of farming for level 60 items as soon as I hit level 60. And yeah, it is me going back to Torchlight 3 to wrap up this build. I'm far from having everything I need for the build. Meaning right now I really need a few items. Thankfully, whilst I played this hero, this just dropped. Which is a big boost to any Dusk Mage build. It's in my opinion a must-have item on Dusk Mage builds. So good thing that this dropped. What else was I doing? I was also gathering a lot of stuff for
Your pet has returned.
a lot of stuff for disenchantment and things like that, for dismantling. And I'm playing with the staff right now because I just don't have better options for the one-handed. I'm probably gonna go for this. Can I get some damage? Okay, crit chance, not so bad. And let's wipe bind. It's gonna take a while until I find good items, good one-handed level 60 items, but bit by bit, I mean, if I save up money and go and gamble, maybe I can get lucky. I'll do those maps when I'm level 60. When I know the enemies in there would be level 60 and dropping level 60 items. For now, it's fuzzier time. And I've been playing Magic Legends, can't reveal much, but I finished the story. So I finished the story and I kind of got disappointed of what I saw after finishing the story, maybe let's put it that way, without breaking the NDA and revealing. It was very underwhelming. I don't think I can say very as many times as it felt when I saw what happens after you finish the story and what you're supposed to do. But the game Magic Legend is fun. It is fun and I do like it. I just think they have some things they need to work on in terms of performance, cash shop and post-story, without giving specifics. So I'm not sure if I will be playing Magic Legends as much as I hoped to do. I'm gonna hit level 30 on one hero, max it out, then just to see something, and then I'm gonna level up a little bit on every hero just to see how they feel, the other classes, and that's gonna be it. And Prezes XD, welcome back Prezes XD. Alright, there we go. I forgot I have 0 defense. I forgot my defense is terrible. Oh, I forgot I'm also supposed to play Venomous Maw on this build. But yeah, after my stream, if anyone wants to do some Magic Legends post-story grind together, let me know, we can add each other. on arc and group up. Because it's definitely boring to do it solo, and the matchmaking is just super random. You kind of have to hope that someone is doing the same mission as you and queuing for the same thing. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna do this and this. Oh no, 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 wrong button, wrong button. Wrong button. It happens.
You've gained a level.
Okay, one more level left.
Your pet is badly wounded. You can't do that.
Where did I want to put my final points? It's just 2 points, and I guess it doesn't really matter where I put them. This one's a good place. Just to get the tier 1 bonus, I don't see a reason not to get it. Maybe I can... I'm not planning on using Arachnid Assault, but... it's an option for that 1 point. Acid Breath, okay, so this enemy, I have to be careful with it. So I just need 5,000 more XP. Well, this is better. Still looking for upgrades of my current items. Oh, damage to was over. Yeah. This one, I'm gonna keep it for now. I need to go back to dismantling stuff to make some base stockpile of essences. And I can do those maps later on Ridiculous once I hit level 60. And once I've got actually the defense for Ridiculous, I mean, if I switch to Ridiculous right now, I'm gonna be getting one shot left and right. with 20% of everything except electric, which is 35 damage reduction. Okay, the XP is not bad so far. When I warm up and start killing them quicker, it's gonna go a little bit faster. When I start getting maps with better enemies, not just automatons. Probably not even gonna finish this map fully. Just as soon as the boss door is open, I'm gonna go in. Even though it's a gearwalkie map. Oh, it's a boom room. Just realized. Okay. Oh, this hurt. It almost got me. It almost got me one shot. And by the way, did I oh shit, I accidentally started my Chrome. I was wondering if I properly configured this camera today. Okay, that should do it. I forgot. I always rotate it properly. I just forgot today before I started. How many more automatons? 16% more. Oh, they're going to the sky. Let's go get the boss before it's too late, before my form runs out, harmonic form. Ah, fuck, I rushed it.
Okay, buddy, let's get you cleaned up and ready to fight again.
This is why I don't like getting one shot. This is why I like defense, not offense. Now I lost my progress. And that's one of the things I detest in this dungeon, and as soon as they add new endgame I'm gonna stop playing the Fazir because I lose progress. I just don't like losing progress. Even if it's 2 minutes of progress, I still don't like losing progress when I die. It's totally unnecessary. Because there's nothing more precious than time, and when I lose the time I've invested in the game, I just don't like it. sincerely hope by the end of this summer they would have added something more to do other than the Fazier once you finish the story. So I wouldn't step foot in it ever again. Come on. How come no one streams Torchlight? Well, because no one watches it. I guess people don't stream it because people stream what people watch and what people play. And there isn't much in the game to do after you beat the story, to be honest. It's just the thing that I'm doing, the Fazier's dungeon. So this is turning people away from the game because in other games they have much more things to do. And the end game is more fun compared to this game. This game has some of the worst end game things I've seen. It's got a very good base, a very good idea, the Fazier. It's a typical rifting system with a limit, but it's just not executed the way one might want it to be. See, there's that punishment when you die, which is not only do you have zero resurrections in a map. Some games at least give you a few times to resurrect before you completely fail the map, but you also lose few maps worth the progress. Even in Path of Exile you have at least 6 portals. You have 6 portals if you're solo, and X portals left depending on how many people enter the map with you. But yeah, even on Path of Exile you don't completely fail the map the first time you die. You can try a few more times. So this game is trying to be a bit too hardcore on the non-hardcore mode for my liking in the Fazier. So not only do you fail this map, but you also fail the previous few maps and have to repeat them, which is a bit too much. On top of not having extra lives in that one map. And then the maps are so repetitive and boring, they're just more of the same. Whether you're fighting Fazier 20 or 200, there's no difference, other than 1 or 2 extra affixes over here. So instead of Plague Bearer Berserking, it could be Plague Bearer Berserking, Uniques, and maybe whatever else. Nimbo, for example. So yeah, 2 extra affixes. What a big change! It's a life-changing experience to go from 20 to 200. It's actually super boring. Nothing that would really motivate the players, apart from ego and wanting to reach further, which is not what motivates me to play the games. I don't motivate I don't get motivated by proving that I'm better and by proving that I can do something, that I can progress. If that progression and this is not worth my time, if I'm not rewarded, if I don't see a reason to push. And this game just lacks that. It lacks a reason for pushing in the end game. And that's probably the reason why people don't play the game and stream themselves playing the game. I play the game because I like making builds, and at least this is the thing that this game is doing right, the build diversity. There are so many different builds you can do, so many different combinations between classes, subclasses, and then what skills you take from the class, what skills you take from the subclass, what items you take, what items you put in the legendarium as extra powers. When you take all those pieces of the puzzle, you can make a very fun build, and not just one, but hundreds of builds. I didn't even see what killed me. Was there an invisible Plague Bearer ball that I didn't see? Because I sure didn't see anything next to me or any projectile hitting me. I'm gonna run out of items if I keep dying. And it's not dropping. At least it should have dropped some stuff.
Your pet has returned.
Nicely chosen.
But yeah, I enjoy the game the way I found a way to enjoy the game even though it's very whacking once you beat the story. By just constantly switching heroes, constantly switching the builds I play. Because otherwise it gets boring and repetitive. Doing the same type of content on the same type of hero. I try to do the same type of content on different heroes. I change the one thing that's easy to change. That I can actually change in the game. And that's the build, the hero I play with. By the way, today, while Magic Legends was under maintenance, for 1 hour I played a demo of a game called Anvil. Anvil on Steam, there's a free demo. I'm pretty sure it should still be there, that free demo. It's very fun. It's super fun and I can't wait for that game to come out. Maybe sometime I'm gonna find 1 or 2 hours to stream Anvil, the demo, so people can see it. But I think when the game is out, when they add co-op, it will be super fun to play. It's like the Alien Shooter. If you've played Alien Shooter back in the day, the old school shoot 'em up games or whatever you call it, this is the type of game it is, the type of game Anvil is. Okay. Okay, anything more left to loot? Apart from 2 more pancakes that just haven't dropped yet. I keep trying to use my revolt I remember I'm not on a quest that has a reward skill. Nope. Come on, one more pancake one. There we go. Okay. Let's see if anything good dropped.
Your pack is full.
Mostly junk. Should I keep salvaging green items or start selling them? Maybe let's get the green essence to 200 and then I can start selling those. Harvey Derwer says, which build do you use on this mage? Well, it's a new build. It's a new build centered around Venomous Maw. So you can see I've only got 5 points here, 5 points here, 5 points here. And then I'm using Absolver as my main light skill. I'm using 1 point into Consecration for the extra tier 1 bonus. This one for light skills damage. This one for the harmonic form duration. This one for the damage to relic skills. Then this one is my damage dealing dark skill. And this is not in my site. It will be when it's ready. I need items in my legendarium. I need a lot of items for my legendarium because this is, I'm playing offline, meaning everything I had on my online account, I don't have access to it. So I need items, I need legendarium items on Vox as well. I've got very terrible items because I had to start from scratch. Because my online account has 13 out of 13 heroes, and that means I don't have room for new heroes on the online server for new builds. Unless I delete the old ones, but I wouldn't waste my old the time I spent leveling and gearing up the old builds by deleting them. It's just not worth it. So I can't tell you when this is coming, but in a few days maybe. In a few days. It could take a week, it could take 10 days. It depends on RNG. It depends when I get the items I need. And when I'm ready, it will be on my website, it will be on my channel. And welcome back, Nerd Gamer. Nice seeing you again. So it all depends on the drops. But ideally, instead of Radiant Blast, I will use Imbue Relic. That's gonna be the only difference between what the build would look like when it's ready and what the build looks like now. Would be stronger, better items and Imbue Relic, together with Frost Wall and a North Mace or a Glacier's Edge, so I can use Imbue Relic more often. So I can just spam this thing, so I can spam those spiders. And I would be using the Woods Beast Sandals most likely for crit chance, so that so that I can negate not taking crit chance as a passive. See, I'm not taking this crit chance, and I'm not taking this crit chance. That means if I take this 15% crit chance and 25 from the Woods Beast Sandals, I'm already capped. Meaning I don't need crit chance in my helmet and my pants if I use the Woods Beast Sandals, which would be pretty nice. Not needing to rely on that. Nethermancer, whether Nethermancer is good on Mage, if you go minions it's not really great. Minions is not the way to go on a Dusk Mage with Bane. It's not bad, but it's not great. You can't compare it to a Bane train, let's say it like that. So minions would be okay as meat shields to provide you some survivability, but they won't be your source of damage. I will make a Nethermancer build as well when I have enough Respectacles and enough items, but first I want to make a non-summoner build, unless I get the items for the summoner build first. But first I really want to make this as a build, and then I can make the summoner Dusk Mage build, and then I can maybe move on to another class. Although by the time I'm done with that, Outriders demo will be out there, and I can stream that one for a while. I'm also thinking of very soon to stream myself level up in the Division 2. Because my friends are back to playing Division 2 today, and I need to level up sometime when I find the time. Probably in a week from now, or maybe 10 days from now or so. I might find time to level up in Division 2. For now, during the day I'm playing Magic Legends, learning things, figuring things out, so that when the game is ready I can provide people with information of all sorts about the game. You'll be super careful with those green balls. This map would get me to level 60 though, because it's endless respawns. Okay. Couple more 1000 XP, even less. Yeah, I was pretty lucky to find a Goblin Gauntlet map. So many. If only it wasn't a stupid Plague Bearer map. Wayne says, "Hey Struck, am building a pet Bane sharpshooter at the moment. Good to see Torchlight restreamed. Nice to hear that. Enjoy the pet-based sharpshooter. As I mentioned earlier, pets will not be your main source of damage. They're more of a meat shield kind of thing. Unless you're playing... I mean, not pet actually. I'm assuming you mean minion build. Because pet in the game, whenever you see pet, it refers to the actual pet. This thing here. That's the actual pet. When you see pet damage affects the actual pet. Minion damage affects minions and summons. But yeah, a minion build only is good for damage if you're doing a train. Train is the only minion that actually does some amazing damage per hit. A good minion that doesn't do damage, decent damage per hit, but does damage on summon is the Ice Golem from Cold Hearts. But you need to spend 100 energy just to see that damage activate. So not really viable there in terms of cost effectiveness of energy per damage, per DPS. But sharpshooter minion, I did make recently an infectious shooter 2.0, and you're gonna see my main source of damage is the precision skill of choice. It could be explosive arrow, it could be targeted strikes, it could be onslaught, whatever one you pick. Even things like scatter shot are not a bad choice. You just pick a spammy precision skill and that's gonna be your main source of damage, where the minions would be just a little bit of extra DPS on the side and a lot of meat shielding with the Bane sharpshooter. And Derp says whoops. Whoops, Derp. Derpity derp. Let's see. Nerdgamer says, hey Strux, so you play Magic Legends? If yes, did you enjoy the game? Well, yeah, I enjoyed the game. I can say a few things without breaking the NDA. And I can say what I liked and what I didn't like without going into details. I didn't like the cash shop options. I didn't like the performance of the shards. When a shard had more than 1-2 people in it, I was seeing serious performance problems, which is an alpha, it's supposed to have. That's where they're figuring this out, they're making maintenance and it's getting better. But there were performance problems very early in the game that people would notice in their first few minutes. So without going into details, yeah, I'm gonna say I didn't like the performance, I didn't like the cash shop things I saw, but I really like the combat, I really like the deck building system that they've already shown on streams and stuff like that. I really like the artifact system that they've only shown a little bit of it, they haven't shown much of the artifact system, but I really did like it. I can't review things they haven't shown and talk about things they haven't shown due to the NDA. But yeah, the things we've seen in regards to deck building, build building, I really like. I'm only level 25 in Magic Legends. I've just finished the story and done a few missions on hard. I didn't like what I'm supposed to do after beating the story. I'm not gonna use the word endgame because I don't think it exists, or if it exists I haven't seen it, but without going into details, the game didn't tell me anything. I beat the final quest and then I had no idea what to do. I mean, obviously I found out what to do, but the game needs to make it better without providing details regarding what the end game is. I'm not gonna say it, but I didn't like that. Maybe since it's alpha means when the game doesn't have all its features. Beta is when the game has every single feature and it's just about fixing bugs and polishing and quality of life. So the build I'm playing probably doesn't have completely finished systems in certain areas, and there's gonna be some reworks and changes. But yeah, with Magic Legends, the things that really matter to me, I didn't like. Performance, post-story, grind, and what else did I say? And the cash shop. For a free-to-play game, it's very important to not have some imbalanced advantages. Fun Horror, yeah, still grinding it. Fun Horror says that beard brother, been a while, yeah. It's been a while. Nice seeing you again. I'm assuming the cash shop items were just examples in the alpha of Magic Legends. I'm gonna finish reaching level 30 and then I will write a few different things on the alpha forums of my own personal feedback. Even though someone might have said the exact same things in their own feedback post, I'm gonna have my own feedback separate because that's the way I like it, so they can see there's more people who are writing about the exact same thing. Because there's no note where we can upvote something. But yeah, I'm gonna write extensive feedback regarding all sorts of things. I can definitely say Magic Legends has a lot of potential, especially when it comes to build diversity, variety. I can tell you what I'm playing actually. I think I'm allowed to say what class and subclass, I mean what class and what deck I'm playing. I'm playing my first playthrough was Mind Mage with white and blue. White and blue, mostly nukes. Even when I'm using creatures, I'm using creatures that do damage when I summon them. Although I'm only using two creatures, an angel and an elemental. And the angel does damage when I summon it. So I'm making more of a nuker sorcery semi-creature build with white and blue. And it's super strong. Fun Horror said he stopped when they messed up the Halloween drops. I don't even remember what they messed with the Halloween drops. Fun Horror says I haven't kept up with this game in months and any major improvements. Well, there will be some improvements, some major quality of life improvements with the next big update. I mean, the game became a little bit better with the Snow and Steam update in December, because they added a new set of items, and then they added a new mini set of weapons and offhands, which really opened up some interesting build variety. And then they added something I really don't like. The one thing I don't like, right now I'm in a respawn map, so just give me a few minutes to level up and exit the map, and then I can show you what I'm talking about. But they added power creep connected to items, which is the worst type of power creep when you connect it to items, because yeah, now the Fazir, the further you go into the Fazir, the stronger the items become. But if you go anywhere outside of the Fazir, such as the secret alpaca level, which is another new addition with the December update, you don't get those strong items, which basically makes any type of content that is not the Fazir not worth doing. Like, not worth doing map works, not worth doing the secret alpaca level. Just, it's a mistake in my opinion, the Fazir bonus attached to items. They can make a very nice system where you get stronger, but not through your items, but through something else, similar to the Legendarium. And if they make a Legendarium for the Fazir, where the higher you go, the more things you unlock, and the more slots you unlock, and then you just use those things to put them in X number of slots that give you extra buffs and strength, or whatever you want to call it. That's gonna be much better than just making the items stronger and giving you more stats. Okay, so I'm gonna show you. I just couldn't show you in a map where they're constantly respawning. So basically, starting from level 16, which is level 60 monsters plus a little bit stronger stats, you start getting items that have this challenge bonus. So you get 0.5 per Fazir stage. So at 16 is 0.5, at 17 it's 1, then 1.5, 2, 2.5, 3, etc. So the stronger you get, the stronger those stats. I mean, and it basically scales some stats, not all, but most stats will scale. Like defense becomes 2%, up to 118% at stage 251% stronger. Damages become stronger and so on. And I think this is a very, very big mistake. I think this is the worst thing that has happened to this game ever since I started playing it in April 2019. So I've seen all sorts of bad stuff in this game, but this is by far my personal choice for the worst. This Fazir bonus. It's just not right. It's the most lazy and boring way of adding power to the player. And it's the most restrictive in regards to crippling your future endgame. So right now, if they add new endgame activities, it means every single new endgame activity needs to have the challenge bonus implemented one way or another. Otherwise, people would not see a reason to do it. Why would I want to do the content that doesn't give me those strong items when those strong items can drop from the Fazir? So right now it fits because Fazir is the only type of content, but later on it won't be the only type of content unless they really are planning only having one end game for the entire lifespan of this game, which I hope is not the case. So right now I've got a spare point and I don't have anywhere to put it, so I might as well just do 8-legged allies maybe? I really don't know where to put this point. Actually, let's put it into Light Spear. I use Light Spear for a little bit of extra damage. Or maybe cooldown. Cooldown for Shadow Step maybe? Although it doesn't seem to work right now. It's not benefiting from cooldown reduction. So I'm not sure where to put the point. I'm gonna put it here for extra damage. If they did the same with Torchlight 2, then they made a mistake in Torchlight 2 as well. This is the most boring way of giving players extra power. It's copy-pasting Wosen. Fazir is a copy-paste of Wosen's endgame, with a little bit of rework here and there. And now this item power creep, and the power creep in Wosen is one of the main reasons the game is crippled in regards to adding new endgame. They have to rework the whole itemization system in Wosen, where the further you go in expeditions, the stronger the items. Because if they add new items new endgame in Wosen, they have to make sure that this new endgame provides you the same level of items, up to 189, etc. Item level, which is, yeah, kind of, it's bad. It's very bad. And yeah, copy-pasting Wosen is not the best way to go for Torchlight 3. Damien Darks, yes, level 60 is the maximum level in this game. There are no Paragon levels, but they are Fazir levels. Their Fazir level is 251. Well, this is real endgame. This is like Rifting in Diablo. This is like expeditions in what's its name? In Wosen. So this is real endgame. The thing is, it's only one. But it is real endgame. It's just only one. And And it has a good basis. I mean, it just needs some quality of life changes, some small, some major. But overall, it's actually a very, very good good skeleton. Let's say the basis, the skeleton of the Vizier is pretty decent. But I definitely agree that it needs some work to make it more fun. But it is a pretty casual game, and the thing is the end game is not casual. The end game is very punishing. And it just doesn't fit with the game. It's out of place, the way they've made the Vizier super punishing. Where if you die you lose a few stages of the Vizier and go back to a checkpoint, and where you have 0 lives. Even in Wolsen you can resurrect a few times. Even in Path of Exile you have a few different portals you can use. Even in Diabu, if you die you can return as long as the timer hasn't run out of your time thrift. So this game is trying to be more hardcore than Diablo 3, Path of Exile and Wolsen. And it just doesn't fit if this end game is trying to be so hardcore. If someone wants to be hardcore, let them play permadeath and let them play hardcore. Optionally. It just, the punishment doesn't fit. Double punishment. Not only do you die, not only do you not have X lives to resurrect, X times to try the same map, to revive in it, but you also go back to a checkpoint which could be losing you 1 hour worth of progress, or 10 or 5 minutes worth of progress, depending how far from the checkpoint you've died. And then there's the whole progression. There is nothing that changes as you progress. The items become stronger, the enemies become stronger, but it's exactly the same. When I'm playing level 20 with items that drop at level 20 in the Vizier, when I'm playing level 250 in the Vizier, it's the same if I have strong items for that. So it's basically just pushing the numbers, and it's the exact same experience. The monsters, when you go higher, don't become stronger. They don't get special special affixes that only appear there. They don't become smarter by using skills that they don't use in the previous stages. It's basically the exact same experience. Nothing new. And there's ways to make it different. There's ways to make, for example, after stage 50 the monsters can get this special affix spawned on them if they're champions, and the monsters may become a little bit smarter, trying to flank you and things like that. Or maybe new monsters start appearing after certain stage thresholds. Not just an extra affix or two in the whole map. Just, I don't know, there's definitely better ways to do it, more interesting ways to do it. We'll see how it is eventually. I'm gonna be patient, and just like Wolsen, I waited 10 months after the game launched, and then 10 months after the game launched I was very disappointed with the Blood Trail patch, and I just told Wolsen that's it. I'm not gonna give it any 5th, 6th chances. I've given it enough chances. I'm gonna wait for this game, and if in August, 10 months after the game launched, I'm still disappointed from it, then I'm gonna reconsider whether I want to keep playing it. But for now I'm gonna be patient, give it some reasonable time to improve, to add new endgame activities, and to add things such as rerolling of the item affixes, which every Wooter game needs one way or another. they're saying the next update will be a quasi one, and the next update will contain a lot of quality of life fixes. I'm wondering what those quality of life fixes will be, but I'm hoping it has to do something with itemization, and I'm hoping it has something to do with the Fazir in regards to quality of life and stuff like that. And as I said many times, the Opaka level, the secret Opaka level was dead on arrival. They added it with the same update that added the Fazir challenge bonus. So right now you have 0 reasons to do the secret Opaka level, which is a pretty fun level to do. But you know, you're not gonna get strong items there. You're gonna get regular level 60 items, and compared to the boosted 118% stats items from the Fazir, it just can't compare. As content, as reasons to do the content. What have I got here? I can remove the brilliant Herald and maybe equip something with more defense. I'm gonna try and make this shield something I can wear. Ah, nice. That was lucky. This was lucky. Okay, I'm losing the damage, but that's fine. I want defense. I want to be able to not get one shot. And... so it's not the perfect defense, but at least it's not 20% anymore. Bit by bit it's getting better with my defense.
If you think you can take it, fine.
The gear gets stronger, but so do the enemies, which is pretty much more of the same. It's nothing, nothing changes. Wait, what did I have on R? I can't remember what I had there. I seriously can't remember what was there. Well, oh yeah, Spirit Well. Well, yeah, it was the well. It definitely was the well.
You can't catch that here.
But the gear gets stronger. In order to balance out the gear getting stronger, they made the enemies get super beefy. Like before, it used to stop at 280% HP. Now it goes over 700% extra HP on the enemies. So yeah, it kind of balances out. So before the most beefy enemies would have 280% HP. Now they have 720, 30, whatever extra percent HP. So I would pretty much prefer it the old way, without that power creep, and then to just give us something like the Legendarium. Like the I'm gonna try and find you. I had a screenshot from the video from the Magic Legends video that the developers shared. It's in one of my videos on YouTube. I'm gonna try and take that screenshot just a moment so I can show you what I'm talking about. As a system for the Fazir. Let's say screenshots, Magic Legends. Just a moment. It's not here. Okay, I'm gonna have to see where it was. It's in my exported videos. I'm gonna just open the video. Oh shit, I've deleted the video. Alright, I'm gonna open YouTube and show you from YouTube then. I need to take a screenshot. That's it. I just need to take a screenshot from the video. I just need to take that screenshot from the video online, so I can show you an example how this can be applied to Torchlight. Not directly, it's super different, but I need that screenshot to be able to explain it better. My idea regarding so this is a screenshot from my video, from my open beta announced video of Magic Legends. Just a moment, let me save it. And I'm gonna open it in a moment. And then I'm gonna be able to tell you... Is it on screen? It's on screen. So you see this thing? This is from the developers, one of the videos the developers uploaded. And this is the artifact system in Magic Legends. And it's kind of like the Legendarium. And you have white, blue and legendary. Legendary, greater and lesser. And something similar can be for the Fazir. As you progress the Fazir, when you beat bosses for the first time at level 3, at level 7, 11, etc. every 4 stages, unlocking new fixed, always the same artifacts. And the white ones could give you 1 stat. The blue ones could give you 2. The legendary could give you 3 stats. And you can have 3, 2 and 1 slots, or you can have 5 white, 3 blue and 2 legendary slots that you unlock as you progress the Fazir. You don't start with all the slots. And my idea for the Fazir, for example, is in the legendary and blue slots to be able to put white ones until you unlock the blue and legendary ones. And this is gonna be an extra layer of build making. While you're pushing the Fazir, you're gonna be taking the things that give you the damages, defenses that you need for that type of content. Maybe you need more energy regeneration and energy cost reduction because you wanna spam things like Venomous Maw. Maybe you wanna take things like evasion and blockchain, or maybe you wanna take things like defense to ice, or defense to... Actually, there's no defense to ice, but maybe you want defense to poison, defense to lightning, things like that. And you know how in the Fazir, eventually this thing here, becomes 2 and then becomes 3. That's when you start getting the ones that give you 2 or 3 affixes. And this is much better than a system that connects the power creep to an item. And it could be contained within the Fazir. You can probably click here and you can get different cards. My idea was for them to be tarot cards and you can build a deck. That was my idea, to like build a deck of cards. And from that deck of cards, this thing where you put those cards is your hand, your playing hand. And from that playing hand, I mean, I said that long before I knew what Magic Legends had, and long before Magic Legends artifact system was shown to us on video. It's just a coincidence. I wanted it to be cards because this one is using cards, and I was like, okay, this is cards, why not make it a tarot card, a tarot deck, and a tarot hand. And the tarot hand would be what you take with you. And you should be able to freely change it the same way the Legendarium works. And see, they already have the design. They can kind of copy, they can recycle some of the code from the Legendarium. And just make it so that you have the same scrolling here with all powers unlocked, and to be able to maybe separate them by white, blue, legendary, or maybe green, blue, legendary would be the better way to put it in this game. Green, blue, legendary, and that's gonna be nice. And here to have different SWATs. They can just copy paste that system, put it into the Fazir and rework it, and it would be amazing. It would be much more fun than a stupid power creep that's on the items that you drop. And it's gonna be like an extra layer when making a build. See, when I make builds, I would have to say, if you want to push the Fazir with this build, you would want to take those bonuses and those bonuses together. And it doesn't have to be simple bonuses that just give you stats like HP, damage, defense, movement speed, etc. It could be other things as well. For the legendary ones, maybe legendary ones can have 2 stats and 1 proc maybe, or something like that. I mean, there's very ways one can go out with such a system, and see, you're gonna see progress. You're gonna see it in front of your eyes. You've beaten this boss for the first time and you've unlocked this new card, and this new card you can now use for your deck, for your playing hand when pushing the Fazir. And it's gonna provide some extra diversity, another layer of things that can make you stronger. And it would mean that items you can get from the alpaca level 60 items you get from alpaca levels or from mapworks, you can use without them being completely trash versus maximum level Fazir monsters. So it eliminates the negative aspects of the current power creep without making you underpowered, without making you weak for that extra content you're doing. You're just choosing the power you want to get, and they can just rebalance the Fazir to match that way if needed, if they feel like we're underpowered, without every single item becoming 118% stronger. But that's gonna be much more fun, and I would feel a reason to push the Fazir. Although the Fazir still needs to change, the enemies still need to not just get more HP and movement speed, because this is just boring. If the enemies just get extra damage and HP and movement speed, that's still needed. They still need to get HP, damage and movement speed. I can't agree about the movement speed, but HP and damage they definitely need to get. But they should get other things, as I said, abilities that they use only on the higher Fazir stages. Monster affixes that spawn on champions randomly. Things like life linked, for example, like after level 100 of the Fazir, there's a chance for enemies to be life-linked, and until you beat all of them at the same time, they don't die, or something like that. There's many ways one can improvise with special champion affixes that just modify the way you play on the higher stages. Reanimated as well, that's an interesting affix. Let's say after stage 150 in the Fazir, champions have a chance to spawn with reanimated on top of their other affixes. See, this one is blazing, but adding new affixes like those would be nice. So you kill it, then it comes back to life. You don't get the XP until you kill it the second time. That's one example. I mean, I'm not a designer, I'm sure a designer can think of many more weird ideas, but life-linked reanimated is pretty common in other games. Not mana drain, resource drain, that's probably another thing they can do, although how are they gonna do it on every class? Something that drains your mana, your ammo, your endurance charge, or steam, not heat but steam on the forge. That would be nice. But the biggest thing that changed, you asked me for major changes, Fun Horror. Forged is the biggest change. It now works in a very different way. You can keep spinning. Oh, spin to win changed. You can spin endlessly, and you can shoot rapid fire endlessly because you have steam builders and you have heat builders. So heat builders build heat. Then there's vent skills like before, but only 2 instead of 4, that you use to consume the heat and to build steam. And then there's steam spenders, 2 of them. Actually no, 4 of them. 4 steam spenders, including the basic attack, that's 5. And steam is the one that dissipates, heat no longer dissipates, so you can keep spinning, you can keep shooting with rapid strike, rapid fire, shotgun blast, cyclone mode, the 4 heat generators. So I really love the forged rework. So Fun Horror, if you were a fan of the forged class and you were waiting for the rework, now is a very good time to play forged. Forged is super strong right now with some builds, and I've made a few of those. I strongly recommend Swag Shot, which is now called Pressure Shot. It's amazing. The DPS you can get on a Pressure Shot build is phenomenal. If you play it well, if you gear it up well. Maybe not as good as a Bane Train, but it's out there at the top top tiers of DPS. A good, well-built Pressure Shot setup. So that's one of the best things that came in December, the Forged rework. Forged is no longer a WoW tier class. Right now the weakest thing is Slammer Realmaster. Slammer Realmaster is at the bottom of the build tiers, and the Forged is pretty much it's strong with any relic. Even a Cold Hard Forged can be okay. Obviously much weaker than the other Forged versions. But there's ways to play it. Electrode Forged is amazing right now. I've already even made 2 builds with Electrode Forged, and that's 2 out of so many more that one can come up with. So. Alright, let's see. I'm missing 1 bottle of Ember Shine. Well, let's try and get it. Come on. Let's see, over here. And Capriano Lopez, this game exists on PlayStation 4, so you can play it on PlayStation, Xbox, Switch and PC. I'm playing on PC, but it exists on old generation platforms. Obviously, with the new generation with backwards compatibility, you should be able to play it. I can't confirm 100%, but I think someone told me last month or so, that they were playing on new generation. I see no reason why this shouldn't be playable on the new generation, but on the old generation it definitely is playable. But I think that the FPS is capped at 30. On old generation consoles, the FPS is capped at 30 as far as I know. And people are telling me that the FPS is capped on new consoles as well. So if you play on PS5 and Xbox Series SX, the FPS seems to still be capped at 30. Which they need to work on. The game needs to be able to tell whether it's a new generation or old generation. And if it's a new generation, it should either not cap the FPS or allow you to change the cap. Either way, it's needed. Because it's gonna be silly playing this on PS5 30 FPS because it's capped, where it can probably run it at 200. Yeah, it's just really weird. Let's see. I can do those weird maps now. Let's do those maps. Another new thing from horror that they've added, I think it came with the winter update, is you can send the pet to buy potions. And they've added new pet skills as well. There's this. 7 new pet skills. Maybe if I remember more of the things that came with the December update, I can tell you. But I do have videos regarding the December update and the Snow and Steam update. I just can't remember everything at the top of my head right now. Oh, a style station. They added a style station. You can now change the appearance of one item to make it look like another item by paying some gold, which is pretty decent. A transmog system. They added vertical fort prop placement, so you can take one prop and put it in the air or in the ground, so you can make second floor in your fort with certain surfaces and certain things. You can make it like stairs. People have been going very crazy wild with this new change for the fort system. That vertical modification or movement, vertical movement maybe is the best way to put it. I need a little bit more defense and damage, and then I can switch to ridiculous and farm there. But I'm not getting lucky. Okay. Is this map completed? Soon. Big Jim Rook says hello. Hello Big Jim Rook, welcome to my channel, to my Twitch. Nice having you here. Jim says, I'm new to Torchlight and have a question for you. Sure, shoot. Anything. Let's see. Boom, boom. Enough messing with this rat boy. Are there gonna be enough spiders to kill in this map? I'm wondering. Jim says, when your pet's inventory is full, I send him away. Where does my equipment go? He sells it. The pets sell that equipment and bring you back gold coins. So don't put anything important in your pet inventory. If you put a legendary item, the pet will sell it and bring you 100 gold coins. So keep that in mind. Shohei Matsuda is on Twitch. Welcome back, Shohei. Welcome back. And today you're on Twitch, eh? Yeah, this quest is broken. There aren't enough spiders in the map. Here we go again with maps that cannot be completed. And here we go, it's again spiders. Those damn spiders. Why? Why does the map not spawn the creatures? They should make a script where if the game asks you to kill a certain type of creature, it should spawn 150% of what you need to kill on the map. If I need to kill 100 spiders, spawn 150. If I need to kill 10 netherlings, spawn 15. Hey, Big Jim Rick, what's in gear? Rip, Big Jim. I've got the perfect thing for this occasion. There we go. Wait, there's some new emotes? that I've not seen. 2020 Masks Up. I've never seen this one. How was Godfall yesterday? It was okay. I mean, it's more of the same. It still needs some improvements. It still gets pretty boring and grindy to do the same content over and over. So Godfall is still Godfall. Let's say it like that. They need to improve. They need to add more variety in the things to do, and right now they've made it so that you really need to do ascend the Tower of Trials to get primal items. There's no other place where you can get where you can get primal items, so it's kind of boring where there's only one type of content that drops the best items, and then what's the point of doing the other type of content other than maybe a little bit of extra materials. So Dreamstones you wanna do for farming Orb of Oblivion, Orb of Eternity, all those things, and you would be able to pick which ones to farm. Oh no. No. Not this one.
Another day, another dungeon. Boy, that...
What level I am in this game? I'm level 60. This is the max level. BGM says I'm only a level 25, so I'm glad I'm not too far along and you helped out what. I'm glad to hear that. Yeah, the WoW level gear is not that great, and even if you've lost a WoW level legendary, you still have that legendary unlocked in the legendarium. At level 60 you're not gonna be wearing level 25 legendary items unless it's an offhand. There's some exceptions like this one. It's level 43 but it's equally strong at level 43 as it will be at level 60. Because there is no scalable stat. See, defense, damage, HP, those stats scale. But percent stats like mana regen, relic cost reduction, knockback, those stats, level 1 would give you the same amount as level 60. Back in the day we had percent HP, which a level 1% HP blue item would be super good even at level 60, but they changed it. They made it flat so that we avoid people using level 1 items at level 60. Right now I'm just trying to get enough damage and defense so I can move on to ridiculous. I still don't feel like my hero is up to the task, especially in terms of damage. My damage is abysmally bad. What is my weapon? 6,700. I need to get that to 8,000. 7.5, 8.5 thousand at least. So I can do the early stages of the F-Zero on ridiculous and farm those. And thank you Big Jim, good work to you as well. Enjoy leveling up in Torchlight 3. Whenever you have more questions, feel free to ask me. If I'm not online and streaming, you can send me a PM in Discord or write it in my Discord channel, or you can write it as a comment to my YouTube videos or whatever, and when I'm online I can try and reply and respond. But thanks for stopping by, Jim. Let's see, boom, boom. Okay, let's finish this map. Ah, I didn't want. I wanted to pick up that sword. Okay, I've got a new weapon. A little bit less damage, but at least it has a proc. It's only 100 less damage and it's not wife bound, so if I die I'm not gonna lose it. Oh, and to anyone watching, if you're leveling up, while leveling, use your wife bound scrolls on your weapons. Blue and green weapons. Every 1, 2, 3 levels, maybe every 2, 3 levels, try to get a new weapon that's blue and has more stats. And then wife bind it, and always keep a spare one. If you're gonna be using a wife bound weapon, you need a spare one in case you die, so that you have a backup plan. Let's collect some rewards.
You're up to the challenge? I could do that.
I'm just looking for some gear walkie or whatever maps.
Makes me strangely
Oh, that remind. Oh, Unix gear walkie. Let's do it.
a fine choice.
Place of goo. Okay.
That spell cast.
Mystic Mind says, hey, what spells you level up first in this build? And what armor do you need for Bane Dusk Mage? What do you mean what armor I need for Bane Dusk Mage? I'm not sure I understand this. Celestial pieces, obviously you would want... most likely you would be wearing the Celestial Mask, the Celestial Cuirass, and gauntlets or boots. Or 4 pieces. Those are the 4 important pieces. Gauntlets, boots, cuirass, and mask. Wear 3 or wear 4. For this build, I would wear ideally I would wear Celestial Mask, Gauntlets, Cuirass, and Ancient Ember Boots, or Celestial Boots. If I'm wearing Ancient Ember Boots, Celestial Boots in the Legendarium, or vice versa. And I'm probably gonna use Ancient Ember Gauntlets in the Legendarium as well. Then I'm probably gonna be wearing Celestial Pants, so I don't have to put them in the Legendarium. But this is not that important. It's still extra damage. It's still extra mana regeneration, so it's not bad. And in the shoulders, I would wear whatever. It won't matter. Blue would be just fine. As for spells to level up first, the way I would do it is at level 2, Dark Spears. At level 3, I would save the point. Oh no, actually at level 3 you can put Spectral Spider, just so you have something, and then eventually you can remove that point. At level 4 you save the point, at level 5 you put 3 points into Shadow Step, and then you try and get Shadow Step leveled up to the maximum as soon as you can. And then you would probably at level 10, when you're level 10 you would want to get this one to level 6. And this one, you want to get this to level 3 as soon as possible. And then get this one to level 6. Then maybe at level 20 start leveling Absolver. This will be your priority. And when this is level 10, you can maybe get this one to level 6. And this one to level 10. And then this one to level 6. And then maybe this one to level 5, or maybe leave that for later. But you would want this one to level 6 and this one to level 6. And eventually you might want to get this as extra lyric energy charge. And if you have chance to poison Spread of Death, this one can poison as well, by the way. But chance to poison is still necessary in items to benefit from it. And I put just 1 point here because and this one shouldn't be level 5, it could be level 4, but I had a spare point and I decided to put it there. So my last 2 points were 1 level in Consecration and 1 level extra in White Spear. And even though this is level 10, it still has 2 bonuses, so it's level 12. So I'm keeping this and this here as level 12, 10 plus 2. The others I'm only using 4 plus 2, 4 plus 2, you can see 4 plus 2, this is 1 plus 2, because of the set bonus. But yeah, I think this might have been a bit more confusing the way I said it, but it was kind of similar to what I did while leveling up, maybe with slight differences. But there is no one single Bane Dusk Mage. You can make 20-30 different Bane Dusk Mage builds. So that's one out of many Bane Dusk Mage builds that you can make. I'm gonna stay in this map for a little longer because it's full of those enemies, the green ones, uniques. Okay, there we go. Did I see a lead there? No, never mind. Okay, let's try and find some more elites. Some more champions. And can I use a short? Oh, nice. I was wondering if I can use a shortcut. Come on, come on. There we go, shortcut. Not bad. That's good defense. So I could do. How much defense did I get? Electric and regular, and I can do this. Or maybe I can do. I need to equip one of those 3 pieces. This one's most worth it equipping, because yes, I'm losing some defense, but I'm getting some evasion. Okay. There we go. So let's see who's this way. Okay, no more spawns it seems. It's normal, that's why they're not spawning as many champions. Just regular monsters. I'm just not gonna stop until I see that green enemy showing up. Although it is a gear wacky map, so even killing the trash mobs is worth it. I'm gonna finish this site. This map I wanna finish completely because, as I said, it's a unique gear wacky map. If I wasn't ridiculous, there would be a ton of unique enemies, but I would be getting two-shot by everything with my current defense. Okay, let's keep going.
You can't do that here.
What's happening? Look at that. I've been running around for so long without a single champion showing up. It's as if it really stopped spawning them. As if there was a quota of maximum champions to spawn in this map, and I've reached it. Alright, finally a green enemy. Another one.
Your path is too heavy.
How many more can I find in the map? Let's keep going. A little bit more left of the map, just the middle. Oh, there we go. Oh, and the second one, nice.
You can't use that skill.
Come on. I've been there, so this way. I don't think there's any more left of the green ones. Didn't get 100% clear on the map, but at least I'm sure I got every single green enemy I could. I need to do something. I wanna fill up my dark buff bar, so at the boss I can have a full dark buff bar. Okay, that's good enough. Now I'm gonna start the boss with harmonic form activated. As soon as I shoot one absolver, it will start.
Your inventory is full.
Okay. I do need good boots. But if I change my boots, then I'm gonna need to change something else, like the pants or whatever, to a celestial piece. Bit by bit getting those essences as well. I no longer need this, by the way. Or this. Look at how many blue items I've got here to dismantle. What's the time? 11:30. We've got like half an hour until midnight. $59. Still not enough, but it's better than before. Let's do those maps, the gearwork maps. Come on. I still haven't gotten a frost wall, by the way. I find it very concerning how I haven't gotten a single frost wall to drop yet. Or a level 60 North Maze, or a level 60 Glacier Sedge. Let's see. For now I really don't need the frost wall as much, because I still don't have the ancient ember boots, which would be the preferred thing to get first, the ancient ember boots. But in the end I want that combo, ancient ember boots with the frost wall plus one more item of the Arctic armaments equipped. And a little general for the legendarium would be amazing.
You can't use that skill.
Come on, come on. I've missed some spiders, so let's go get them. Is this gonna be another map with not enough spiders spawning? I missed some here, probably, in this little part. If it comes down to 1 or 2 spiders, it's gonna be terrible. If I just don't unlock the boss for 1 or 2 and have to go back all the way there. Was that the map? Yeah. As I suspected, 1 or 2 spiders. It just sucks. It sucks. They're spawning the bare minimum spiders I need to finish the quest on the map. And that's not how it should be. They should be spawning 50% more than what the quest requires you to kill. You should have room for mistakes, for missing a spider kill or a couple on your way to the boss. Hopefully I at least get 1 or 2 more spiders. I think it's 2. 2 more are needed to get those remaining 5%. It wasn't! 2 spiders were not enough, so maybe this map is broken and there aren't enough spiders to finish the quest. Yet another, second map of the day. Second map with spiders needed to kill. This one at least went to 98%. The other one was stuck at 70 something. But that's it. I've not missed a single spider. So kind of bad. Now I can't do the boss fight. At least I can return and do a next map. They really need to work on those things. Come on. This quest shouldn't be a problem though. Killing undead, killing... not killing, collecting jars of teeth. Drop something. Have there been green enemies in this map or yellow or I saw the blue, not the blue, the purple skeletons, and that was it. One champion pack. I'm probably gonna switch to ridiculous. Hopefully I don't get obliterated if I switch. But I think it's time. It's just not spawning enough enemies here on normal to farm sufficiently quickly. Okay. Yeah, after this map I'm switching to ridiculous, or maybe painful, but I think ridiculous is fine. If I die too much, then I can switch back always. I've got 20 more minutes. I'd rather spend them feeding the waters on ridiculous. So much junk, so much.
Your pet is back.
Okay, let's switch. Mythic Mind says, okay, I'm level 5 now, I have level 1 point into Dark Spears, and now, if you're level 5, you want level 3 Shadow Step. Level 3 Shadow Step. So you would have level 3 Shadow Step, 1 point into Dark Spears, 1 point into Holy Bolt, and 1 spare point which you can probably put into Spectral Spider. So you have something, Spectral Spider, you can use it at level 1 until you unlock Venomous Maw. Then you can maybe unspec it and put it into Venomous Maw. And Venomous Maw, you need it to get tier 1 early, and then you can focus on some other things and not worry about maxing it out as much. Ideally you would get Egg of Mayhem and use it or put it in the Legendarium. So good luck with getting one, but they drop a lot. It's one of the more droppy items, to be honest.
Honestly, I think you could do better. Oh, that's interesting. So decisive.
Gearwaki, nice. There we go.
That spell cannot be cast. Your pet is hurt. You can't carry anymore.
Okay.
That spell here.
See, now I'm seeing those champion packs much more often. Main reason why I switched to Ridiculous. It's not the 20% gear work that makes me want to switch to Ridiculous. It's not the extra fame, although the extra fame definitely helps. And speaking of fame, might as well unlock the Christmas stuff on this offline mode. I've got them all unlocked on the online obviously, but might as well unlock them for this one too. They're just cosmetics, so it doesn't really matter if I do it or not.
You can't use that skill. You can't use that skill.
I'm doing okay damage on Ridiculous at this stage with my current junk items. It's less than 7k attack on my weapon.
You can't cast that here. You can't use that skill.
Okay. I'm wondering what to call this class, this build. I'm probably gonna call it Venomancer. The Venomancer build. Because of Venomous Maw. Or just Venomous. Maybe I can just call it Venomous Dusk Mage. Or Venomous Mayhem Dusk Mage. So people know we're using the Egg of Mayhem just from reading the name of the build. Venomous Egg. That would be pretty short. The Venomous Egg. Venom Egg. Maybe Venom Egg. Egg Venom.
You can't do that.
Okay.
You can't trust that.
Oh yeah, I need to go back to the portal.
Your pet is hurting.
Okay, bunch of junk again. Gotta love those voting screens on offline. The bonus. The silver lining of having to play offline. Not having to deal with bad voting times. What's the time? 10:51. Probably we can do 2-3 more maps depending how short and quick they are.
You say that now.
Dividing and Essential. Any Gearwalk maps? Let's do a dividing one. Okay. No, come on. Spawn some more champs, come on. Okay, there we go. Oh, it spawned 2 of them. 2 packs. Nice, nice, nice. Let's spawn here. Nice, it worked out well. I'm surprised by how okay my damage is with a shitty weapon right now. With spamming those venomous moles. Okay, let's see. Not gonna make a Poison Nova build, but those are good defense for builds that don't need a legendary gauntlet. Let's see. New recipe. I can make this the final map of the day, so let's finish it completely. Like I'm gonna clear it 100%. Who goes here? Tomorrow I will be streaming some more of this, of me farming. I still want to get some more playtime in Magic Legends, which I can't stream, and I do it during the afternoon, during the daytime, and then in the evening I will be back with some more farming in Torchlight 3. But this will be it for tonight from me in terms of Torchlight 3. There will be more tomorrow, as I said. Thanks everyone for tuning in on Twitch and on YouTube. Keep it cool. Until next time, Struck Quap, and goodbye.